We have engineered our modern lives to be frictionless. Water effortlessly slides off our rain jackets, eggs slip right out of the frying pan, and burger grease stays neatly inside its wrapper. But that convenience comes with a permanent biological cost. This resistance to stains in water is manufactured using a specific class of synthetic chemicals. They're found in non-stick pans, fast food wrappers, and the rain gear hanging in your closet. Because these chemicals are manufactured to resist breaking down, they bioaccumulate. They enter our environment, our water, and eventually us. Today, they are circulating in the bloodstreams of 97% of Americans. We built a frictionless consumer economy on a chemical foundation that we do not know how to clean up. These substances are called PFAS, Per and Polyfluoroalkyl Substances. They first entered American households back in the 1940s and 50s as a miracle solution for consumer products. Their utility lies in their molecular structure. PFAS are built on a chain of carbon atoms, securely locked to fluorine atoms, one of the strongest links in organic chemistry. This tight atomic shield repels almost everything, deflecting intense heat, resisting heavy oils, and shedding water. But nature has no mechanism to break this bond apart. Once manufactured and released, these molecules persist indefinitely, accumulating in soil layers and circulating globally in rainwater. When we engineered a practically immortal chemical for our kitchens, we guaranteed an immortal source of global pollution. Having an indestructible molecule taking up permanent residence inside human tissue has severe physiological consequences. Medical studies show clear associations between high PFAS exposure and severe outcomes like kidney and testicular cancer. The chemicals are also linked to immune system suppression and hormone disruption. Adolescents exposed to high PFAS levels show significantly lower bone density, leaving them with weakened, highly porous bones during crucial growth years. The data shows a disproportionate drop among females. Because these chemicals transfer during pregnancy, this creates an intergenerational health crisis. The volume of this contamination stems from heavy industrial use. Chemical plants historically dumped PFAS waste directly into nearby river systems, while military bases widely used aqueous film-forming foam, a PFAS-heavy fire suppressant that seeped into local groundwater. If you want to keep uncovering the hidden systems that impact your household safety and your tap water, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. The pursuit of frictionless consumer goods has resulted in permanent physiological damage to the population. The scale of this contamination has triggered massive legal fallout. Major chemical manufacturing giants have faced intense scrutiny, resulting in over $11 billion in class action settlements for polluting public drinking water supplies. In response, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency attempted to establish strict national drinking water maximums for 6 highly prevalent types of PFAS. However, subsequent political rollbacks and administrative delays have stalled these standards. The agency recently sought to extend compliance deadlines and drop its defense of several targeted chemicals in court. This lack of consistent federal action has forced individual states to step in. California, New York, and Minnesota have all implemented their own strict bans on intentionally added PFAS in apparel, food packaging, and cookware. Because federal regulation is currently unstable, the burden of protection has shifted to local municipalities and everyday consumers. This leaves us with a daunting mechanical challenge. How do you destroy a chemical specifically engineered to be indestructible? Addressing that question has created an emerging remediation market, currently estimated to cost over $250 billion globally. Systems use granular activated carbon and reverse osmosis to physically trap the PFAS molecules, separating them from the water supply. But trapping them isn't enough. The final step requires a high-heat incinerator chamber, applying enough thermal energy to shatter those carbon-fluorine links. Undoing the chemical engineering of the 20th century requires exponentially more expensive and complex engineering today. While municipalities build out these massive filtration systems, there are immediate, actionable steps you can take to reduce your personal exposure right now. Actively avoid clothing marketed as stain repellent or waterproof unless the brand explicitly states its gear is PFAS-free. Swap out old, scratched, non-stick cookware for safer alternatives like cast iron, glass, or stainless steel. And consider investing in a reverse osmosis or activated carbon water filter for your home drinking system. We prioritized convenience over biological safety, just to avoid scrubbing our frying pans. Now we are left with the massive task of scrubbing these chemicals from the planet, a process that will require decades of filtration, billions in investment, and a permanent shift in how we choose what enters our homes.